ESL 93, Watch and Listen, pages 170 to 173. Look at the photo on pages 170 and 171. Before we get to the Activate Your Knowledge questions, I want you to come up with 3 adjectives to describe the photo. Remember that an adjective has to be one word that describes. So we are describing the photo. What are 3 adjectives that you could come up with to describe this photo? And remember, we're not just saying good, bad. Come up with some unique adjectives. Well, it's very beautiful. I'm going to call it picturesque. Picturesque means that it's as pretty as a picture or just simply gorgeous. One word, picturesque. What's another adjective that I could use? I see a lot of cars, I see a lot of boats. I don't see very many people, and the boats aren't being used. In fact, the canal is empty. So I'm guessing that this is a very quiet picture. It's very quiet at this location. And what's another word we can use to describe this place or this picture? Well, I see light shining on the buildings. It looks like it's just about sunset, so I will call it bright. It's definitely bright in this place. Now let's look at the questions. Which country do you think is shown in this photo? Why? What country does this look like to you? Personally, I think this country is the Netherlands because I have been there before and I know that there are canals or little rivers that run through all parts of the Netherlands. I also know that people in the Netherlands love riding bikes, and I see many bikes at the bottom of this photo. Number 2, which forms of transportation in the photo are more modern, and which types did people use in the past? These boats look like they've been around for a while. I think boats are an example of an old school or an old-fashioned transportation method, and bikes are a tiny bit newer. They're a little bit more modern. Also cars. Cars are definitely more modern. And 3, do you think this city has a problem with transportation? What do you think? Judging from the cars, maybe the streets are so small that they get so busy, and that's why people need boats to travel. Or people could travel in the boats and cause traffic in the canals. So yes, I think that perhaps this is a very busy city and they need numerous forms and different types of transportation. Watch and listen. Take a look at exercise 2. Look at the pictures from the video. Put the words in order to make sentences. Now, you're going to use big clues here, such as capital letters. The starts with a capital T, so obviously that's going to be the first word in the sentence. Think about your subject, verb, object, word order. So for number 1, what would be the subject of our sentence? Many roads has city, or city has many roads? The subject is city. The city, this is our subject. Now we need our verb. Has, that's our verb. What does the city have? Many roads. The city has many roads. Why is it not have? The city has many roads. This is singular. We're only talking about one city. So it's has. If we were talking about more than one city, the cities have many roads. But in this sentence, it's singular. Try numbers 2, 3, and 4 on your own. Press pause and then press play again to see the answers. Press pause now. Number 2, not much traffic there is in the country. Which word is capital? There. So obviously we're starting with there is. Notice how is singular. There is. So this is going to be one thing. There is not much traffic in the country. There is not much traffic. Traffic is singular. In the country. What is the subject of our sentence? There. And what is the verb? Is. There is not much traffic. Where? In the country. Number 3. The road the mountain goes under. We're obviously starting with the road. And what is the road doing? We need an action now. Goes. That's our verb. The road goes. Then it describes where it goes with under. And then it gets even more detailed by saying the mountain. Would it make sense if we said the mountain goes under the road? No, the road goes under the mountain. And 4, bridge long the is. The bridge is long. Where's the adjective in this sentence? Long describes the bridge. What is our subject? The bridge. That's what we're talking about. That's what the sentence is all about. And our verb is. The vocabulary includes amazing, amazing, adjective, very surprising. You might also say astounding or shocking. Connect, to join two things together. Construct, to build, for example, houses or roads. Notice that connect and construct are both verbs. Which syllable am I stressing? The second syllable, the last syllable. Connect, construct. Highway, noun, a main, usually large road, and port, also noun, an area of a town next to water where ships arrive and leave. Now you're going to watch the video and complete exercises 3 and 4. Remember that you can watch the video as many times as you need to. Write true or false next to the statements in 3, then correct the false statements. In 4, put the sentences in the order that you hear them. Which one of these is first, second, third, etc.?
More people have cars now than ever before, and the number is growing all the time. As a result, there are also more roads than ever before. From Great Britain to Dubai, from the USA to Mexico, roads and highways will take you anywhere you want to go. At the moment, China is constructing more roads than any other country in the world. In 1989, China had fewer than 100 miles of highways. Now, it has more than 50,000. That's more than the United States, which has 47,000 miles of interstate highways. In the middle of China, you can find one of the world's greatest roads. It's called the G50. The G50 is almost 1,200 miles long. It connects the middle of China to the port city of Shanghai on the east coast. It was difficult to build, but nothing could stop it. 1 minute, you're driving through the middle of a mountain. The next minute, you're driving in the air. This amazing highway also includes the world's highest bridge, the Siju Bridge.
Here are the answers for exercises 3 and 4. Pause the video and check your work now. finally, exercise 5. Why does China need more roads? The country is growing. China is a big country and it's getting bigger. Number 2, why is it important to connect the middle of China to the port city of Shanghai? People in the middle of China can easily send and receive more things.